Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Back here with another update on the Fantasy 1A, and you guys can see we're starting to get a little bit of detail on the top. I have the front light bar in, and the ticker boards on there, and you guys can see this is not the rack here for this car. This is actually the rack off of my original 1A. I made so many changes to the original mock built rack that I had to take this rack off and kind of take a bunch of parts off of it so I could see all what I changed, because it's drastically different. I have areas where things are kind of held a little bit different. Things are a little bit lower in some areas. I have the complete redesign on the satellite dish, as you guys saw in the past updates of me rebuilding this rack and kind of redesigning some stuff. This upper front light bar, I completely redesigned that and how that's held on to the rack. So all that's going to be updated for this car. But I had to get this rack off and kind of get it apart so I could see exactly what I did. You guys can see I was just starting to build the rack, and then it came up in my mind. It's like, well, I can't remember half the stuff I did on it because I did a lot of changes. Basically rebuilt the whole rack. So I had to take some stuff off, and now I can kind of see what I've done and go from there. I'm probably not even going to use the mock instructions for the rack. I'm just going to work off of what I have here. I also have the rear light bar built already. And you guys might notice, and I've talked about this before, some different colored lights between the rear light bar and the front light bar there. And that's actually how it's supposed to be. On the real car, that was the light pattern in both of those. So made sure that was correct. And it's also correct in the mock as well. So Lynn's did a really nice job about making sure the lights were in the right spot. And I think these are really cool. These are probably my favorite light bar. The old school ones are pretty cool, but I like these clear ones with all the colored lights on them. They just look really different, and they're both the same size. The old style light bars were actually different sizes. The front one was bigger, the rear one was smaller. So I've had some people ask me to do a kind of a tutorial on the light bars, and I will get to that eventually. Just give me some time. Got a lot I'm working on right now, so eventually I will do tutorial on the old school light bars, and if you guys want to see kind of what goes into these ones, you can do that too. And if you don't want to hear me blab on, it is in the mock, so you can always look at the mock for the light bars. But yeah, guys, so I had to basically just disassemble a little bit so that way I can build it properly. Did have to make a few changes to the roof again. I forgot how I had the rack supported. I did a little bit cleaner job, and I found out that by taking off this rack. So it is just helpful that I'm able to have this car so I can relay some information to that car. So it's really nice this go around that I don't have to just think of all that. I just have to kind of look at what I did before. But it's looking cool. It's really starting to have the 1A feel now that we're starting to get some of the roof stuff done. I'm probably going to go through and get like all the roof details done, and I think after that is when we start building these rear fenders, so that'll be coming up. Then it'll look really slick. So just a little update here on kind of some of the stuff I have going on here. Like I said, not only did I make changes to the main part of the rack, I also made changes to these supports that hold the upper light bar, plus added a couple antennas. The mock didn't have enough antennas. The real car actually had quite a few antennas on top, so I made sure to integrate those. I have a couple 1x4 tiles to replace these 1x2 tiles on this box here, and this was another thing that we like kind of shortened up. So anything I have done on the stuff for the original 1A, we'll be doing those updates on this car, plus a few changes. I got a few little modifications here and there that we're going to be doing like I said, I'm going to try to add the ladder back, and then maybe a couple other little doodads on the rack there, but it's coming along. So just kind of wanted to show you guys that I did on the racks of all these cars. I went way different from the mock. I made a lot of changes. The mock was a really nice starting base, and then I kind of went and moved some things around, adjusted heights, changed the builds, like on the satellite dish, like I said, completely rebuilt that for more strength and easier posability. So a lot of little fine work I put into these racks over the years, trying to figure things out and get things a little bit more detailed, a little bit more correct, and really paid off. So now I can just kind of use my parts here and create the rack for this car here. So but I'm happy. It's really looking awesome. It'll be really cool to get this done. And once I get this car done, I have to go through all my parts, because I'm not going to spoil anything quite yet, but I do have another Ecto project in the future, in the more near future. So I know it's not the all black one. I will get to that one. That one's kind of on the back burner for a while, but I do have another version of the Ecto-1 that we'll be getting at. So just a little teaser there. Can't spoil too much for you. So, but we're getting there. Like I said, just a lot of work. It doesn't really suck to take these parts off the cars, just because they are very modular, which is nice. I don't have to take the tank off or any of that. I know what I did, what my changes I made on that. I know what I did. So but yeah, it's coming along really nice. It's looking really cool. It's so cool to see the cars like start to get some of the stuff on top. Then it really starts making the cars. So that's it for this update, guys. Just a little update, kind of showing you, you know, the hassles of making a lot of changes. Is I have to try to remember those changes, and I just can't. It's just a lot of stuff I've changed. You know, this is number 5 of building these cars, so it's, you know, I've done a lot of these, so it's kind of hard to remember every single little thing I did. So it is nice to have these sections already built, available, so I can just see what I did, get the parts, build it, and move on. So so yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, take care.